right, we back with another episode of Light Skin. Episode 6. We rolling. We rolling, y'all. You know what I mean? There's been 5 good ones. Let's make it another one.
Double digits soon.
Today, we talking about relationships. But before we get into that, we're going to introduce ourselves again. I'm Pez.
I'm Jack.
Kentrill.
And we got
Audrey and Yvonne.
Yep. 2 of our co-workers, but very good friends of ours. And yeah, we just gonna dive into this right now. Relationships. It's a wild topic. I don't know who to start with. I want to start with Mother Vaughn.
Why is always gotta be me?
I want to, because you got a lot to unpack, you know. But we don't have to. You know, don't worry about it. We can start. Let's start with Contrail. You know what I mean? The ladies' man in high school. You know what I mean?
Get it right.
Not no more. Tank, my bad. But
I ain't got no exes. It's her.
You know what I mean? That's it.
So nothing before, nothing after.
Mm-hmm. Tell us how you met Tank and how that relationship has progressed to the power that it is now.
So we was in a lot of right? I'm sifting through the manga section. Oh shit.
This is real? My bad. Go ahead. Let me stop.
Good.
Manga section. I grabbed the Attack on Titan. She like, can you grab that?
You gotta talk a little louder for the people.
I give her the up and down.
That's not what happened.
And I'm like, I got you.
That's not what happened.
So, no, that's not what happened.
At all. How I started.
At all. But I met her online, on the net. You know,
BlackPeopleMeet.com or
feel me?
Farmers Only?
Know what I mean? Nah,
Whatever.
I used to be a tender sniper back in the day. Back in the day. Like I said.
Yeah.
Nothing before that.
Yeah.
That's my soul. But yeah, after that, I was kind of skeptical because, you know, a lot of SVU, you see a lot of killers, you hear a lot of them. What's Shorty name that got her mans to kill her mom?
Gypsy Rose.
There's a lot of stories like
Gypsy
Rose out here, and you never want to get caught up in that.
Yeah,
So,
on the online Craigslist killer.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Bro, like, I heard about that. That shit was
Yo,
crazy.
have you ever seen the movie?
Bro,
The
no.
movie. Wow.
What's the
Almost
movie on?
cried.
What's the movie on?
It was on Lifetime or something. Almost cried.
Prime.
Is it on Prime?
Prime Video.
It probably is.
Lifetime kind of throw me off after they made
It do.
Flex Washington, Michael Jackson.
Stop.
That was crazy.
Stop.
But anyway, back
Yeah.
to my story.
Because we is about to go on a whole nother.
You feel me?
Shout out to Flex. That's crazy.
Flat at. So we started kicking it, chilling, you know, watching shit, whatnot. Started to take her out on dates and whatnot. It started off Netflix and chill. We was just chilling, coolness, you know. But once we progressed, I realized there's not a lot of people out here like that. Like, she's just a really pure souled person. Like, she genuinely just cares about everybody else. That's what really made me attracted to her.
Yep.
And yeah, so that's what it is. But I mean, we do got our problems.
Everybody got their little battles and stuff. And it's one thing I like. A lot of it is personal things
No, most definitely.
that most people bring to relationships. You know what I mean? Like personal trauma or just mistrust because you've been done wrong before. And sometimes we put so much of that on the other people that even if that wasn't them, you done turn them into them. You know what I mean? That person that they not, because you just keep putting thing after thing on me. Like, look, I'm trying to tell you that ain't me, but if you keep on treating me like that,
be one of them people that will like bring that out of like my relationships, and I really figured it out with her as far as like what the fuck I do and what I got as far as accountability.
Yep.
And, she's definitely helped me with that.
Yep.
Because she's one of the most accountable people I know. So yeah, so it's much easier when she's transparent too. This is the most communicating I've done in a relationship too.
And that's a big
like,
thing too. Talking.
You know, like I said, I usually just get mad, do some shit, and because I'd be thinking some other shit's
Yep.
going on.
And don't even be what's
Bro,
going on.
It's not going on at all, bro.
You just overthink. Like, bro,
Overthinking like a
I
mother-
used to catch myself, like, and not a lot, but like every once in a while, like, say I ain't heard, from the person in like hours.
Mhm.
Your mind started to go, what's going on? Like, and then, did I do something wrong? Or nah, I know I ain't do nothing, so they must be. It's like, nah, they probably just sleep, or they could be at work. Or let me go read my text, because sometimes I don't even be reading stuff thorough. They might have even said, this is going on. I won't be free until whatever, But sometimes we let other relationships and what they going through predict ours. Just because somebody else living foul, we think, this person got to be doing the same thing because this is the signs, And sometimes this probably is true, but most times it probably ain't. We just wilding.
Whole time. And that's just a human thing, because I used to, before, I'm not even gonna hold you, before the George Floyd shit, I used to just be mad, just pro-black, black this, black that. And just look at every white person as, this nigga on that. Oh, he on there with me. Oh, he just getting on there. But after that, and just peeping everything that happened within that, it's easier to put down the mask and actually give people the benefit of the doubt rather than just judging them just because they judging me or you feel as though they're judging you. 9 times out of 10, that's not even what's going on.
Exactly. And that's personal insecurity some people have too. It's like sometimes we jump into relationships so fast and we looking for these people to fill a gap. It's like, nah, they not supposed to fill that gap. You got to get yourself right first before you can expect anybody else to be in your life or you be in somebody else's. Because a relationship is a lot of times it's like a fresh start. Like, this is brand new. This is something good that's happening in my life. I don't need all that to bring that past luggage with me. Yeah, that don't mean like don't be alert or cautious or aware of things, but it means like take this person for this person. Don't take this person for.
And don't be trying to change them.
You can't.
That's what this also taught me. I mean, not that. In the beginning, I felt like I was just putting a lot of my insecurities on her and trying to, really trying to make her something that I felt like I wanted her to be. But in all reality,
she was exactly what you wanted the whole time.
The whole reason I'm in a relationship with her, like, I genuinely love this woman. So it's like, there ain't no reason why I need her to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
we talked about that before. Of like, it is you got in your mind what you want the perfect partner to be. Personality, looks, things like that. But like you said, we try to change somebody into exactly what we don't want, and then we get mad. When they not what we want. It's like, well, why are you trying to change this person? Obviously, something about them caught your attention. Focus on those things rather than, this is what I think you should be. Because you don't want nobody trying to change you. I know for a fact I don't want nobody to ever try to change me. If they make me better, then that's just natural. But trying to change the way I do things or my thought process is like, nah, that's an individual.
Do you think, because we did have an episode about religion and whatnot, what do y'all think about as far as, because I had this conversation with AC a lot, just because he's heavy on religion, especially this part in his life, and I used to be, but like I said, around the George Floyd era, that shit really kind of was a turning point as far as my brain, and a lot of that shit go as far as just society and thinking, following the sheep mentality and all that extra shit. So it's kind of confusing to me, but at the same time, I do still take certain things from it.
Yeah. And morals is good.
Yeah.
And like.
So, wait, hold on. I'm getting to my question. So, how would y'all feel about, like, in a relationship, like, say you already have your religion and your significant other is something else, would you acquiesce yours to, mend that relationship if they're like on that, or do you want them to acquiesce to yours? Like,
religion different.
that's what I'm saying.
That's like having a Christian with a Muslim.
That's crazy. I was literally
You know what I
going to
mean?
bring that up. Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your thoughts, Orange?
I actually dated a Muslim girl for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
That did not last long, but she was very, very strict on her religion, and she had told me early on that if we're gonna be together, you're gonna be a Muslim, and I was like, well, damn. I was like, nah, for real. And I was raised Catholic in a West African household, so like that is real. It's real different. But I really have to think about it. Like, could I? Like, but I was like, I don't really think I can. But now that didn't work out, regardless. But I definitely had thought about it. But I know me and the way that I was raised, it would be kind of hard. I feel like it'd be different between like me being raised how I was raised and then somebody who didn't have religion at all.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that could work, but like even with my current girlfriend, we both grew up very religious. So even though we're not like as religious as we were growing up, like I don't go to church, like I'm not being forced to read the Bible every single day and stuff like that. I'm not going to like Bible practice and stuff, but I still believe in God, and I still pray sometimes, and I'm very spiritual, but like and one day I do want to like find a church again and start going to church again, but I grew up going to white churches, and that's a problem within itself, just like with racism and just like other shit like that. But I know that I do want to get married in the church, and so does my girlfriend, just like out of respect of how we were raised and with our families, because especially if we want our families to be there, like it's going to be in the church. But we've also talked about like having 2 different weddings, one where it's like close friends, family, like kind of non-traditional, and then have like a traditional one, just like to respect everyone that we care about. That's just how I think it should go. Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
As someone that doesn't really like adhere to any religion in particular, but I also wouldn't say I'm an atheist fully. I would say I'm just kind of like unchosen as a whole. I wouldn't feel too strongly if my significant other had like a different religion. Me and Rachel had the same kind of views, where we both were raised Lutheran and like went to church for a while when we were kids, but it was nothing too crazy. And so we both kind of like aren't too into it, but don't think it's like the worst thing ever, so I think we'd be able to work it out, because neither one of us are too stingent on that topic. But yeah, I mean, if we felt a lot stronger, I don't know.
Yeah. What you want?
I agree with Osh said. Like, she put it in a way that, so I agree with that.
Yeah. And me, I don't know, that's an interesting, I don't think it, and I'm not even thinking about personal relationships, but that's another thing you're trying to change somebody, and it's
that's
like,
why I brought it up.
Right.
Yeah. And it's like, in the Bible talk about like being unequally yoked, and I just think that I've never came across people with different religions dating each other. Is it a thing? Maybe. I just have never met that person, especially on the extremes. Like, you just don't find that. And if you do find it, it's always going to be tension, because traditions and how you was raised and things, and that's a thing within itself. Apart from religion, a lot of people think, oh, well, my mom always did it this way, we gotta do it this way. And then this person, well, my grandmom did this way. It's like, neither of them is wrong, but we ain't gotta die on this hill.
Right.
There is some compromise we can come to, for sure. So yeah, that's interesting.
That's definitely a good question. Yeah.
Vaughn, now we're going to you. So, you're a mother of
17,
9,
About
It's
30.
a lot. It's a lot of them.
Yeah, multiply.
Yeah, drop the 3,
Yeah.
exponent. No, Vine got 6 strong ones. We love them all. Engaged, to a black king,
Like,
Philip, young Philip, basketball. What's y'all? Tell me y'all story.
it's kind of crazy.
Mhm.
I guess I knew Phil. I knew him, but the Will League that used to be down here. Will, R.I.P. Will. So I knew him. He was like, it was like a championship game, and I was actually rooting against him because they was playing my brother and my cousin. So and I'm a hard fan for my brother. So yeah, but I never really whatever. And then fast forward, I was pregnant with Tavion. As y'all know, like Tavion's not his biological father, but that's his daddy.
Mm-hmm.
That is very much
He
his
stepped
daddy.
up.
You know what I'm saying?
His Steve voice.
So I was pregnant, and it would be like this little stat board, and he would always message me like, "Can you come do the stats? Can you come do the stats?" And I would just always blow it off like, "No, I'm pregnant. I don't feel like it."
I'm pregnant.
Yada yada yada.
I can't write.
No.
Pregnant people out of control. Out of control.
I was just tired. Like, no, I didn't want to do that. So, but I gave in. I came down, did a couple of them, and we just kind of clicked or whatever. And what really made me like fall for him is he was there for me throughout my whole pregnancy, and he stepped up for Tavion, and he didn't have to do that because that's not his son, you know what I'm saying? But he did. He's been there since day one, and I was like, okay, this is the type of man I can see myself with, and he was very much mature, obviously, because he's a little bit older than me, but I don't know, so that's how it went, and then we just, don't get me wrong though, at first we were, he was like, I can't stand men sometimes. It would be the point like, oh, we're not together, you know what I'm saying? We just, whatever. And I'm like, but we're doing together things, but we're not together, you know what I'm saying? So what is it? Is it this? Is it, you know what I'm saying? And then he finally got his shit together because he knew, like, what other better? What Drake say?
He said a lot.
Who better for you than come on now? Who better for you than the girl?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Put a ring on it. What?
Yeah.
2 Mays ago?
Half
About
a
to be
carrot.
May. It's about to be 2 years.
Damn, engaged for 2 years, Phil. Let's go. Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
For
For real. Like, Audrey making spaghetti. And I'm frying chicken. Come on.
I don't know. It's we've been through some shit, but I feel like you got to go through some shit to get to a strong part of your relationship. Like y'all said, every couple go through shit, and I feel like if you're not going through nothing in your relationship, that's not the person. Like that's not, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And if marriage is not the goal, be single until it is, because you're wasting your time and you're wasting the other person's time. So
yeah, I hear a lot of people like I've dated a short amount of 3 in my entire life. That was it. One girl who's still one of my best friends, and 2 guys. One I'm with, we damn near on 2 years in like 2 days, which is crazy. But I've always told myself like I don't like dating just to date. You know what I mean? I'd rather just have some fun, whatever, see you around. But just because I always knew what I wanted, and I don't think, did I learn stuff through those things, through those relationships? Yes, but my goal with each of them was hoping, because to date them took a long time. It wasn't just something quick, that you just rush into or get into, A lot of times I pushed it away. It's like, nah, and then you push it away until you realize, damn, why am I pushing away this good person? And with the female was different. Like, if I wasn't gay, we and her would have been married. We would have already been married because we like so much alike. And I've known her for years, like, I don't even know, 10 plus years, almost 15 years now. and like I said, still one of my best friends. But my first time dating a guy was interesting because I realized, all right, this is I'm not hiding who I am no more, you know, like, and it took me a while to even get there, but I thought like, yeah, this is the person I'm gonna be with, but then there's times you don't realize you putting in so much and the other person not there. You think they are until they ain't. Then you're like, damn, what happened? Like, what went wrong? You know, and then that take a lot to get over. And, you know, when I was, damn, you all right? But, you know, anyway, when I was done with that person, I said to myself, I'm not dating no more. It's over. I'm good. Like, I'm going to just be out here wilding, which I was for a while. Like, out here, just out here. But then I met John, the guy I'm with, and, you know, just thought, oh, it was just so fun, whatever. But, you know, kind of kept talking, hanging out, and every time I wanted to push away, for some reason, I just kept getting drawn back to this person. You know, and constantly telling myself, nah, I'm not dating nobody, not dating, like, I'm good. But still, was like drawn to this person. And now I'm realizing, like, all right, I get why I'm with this person. Like, he has helped make me better in a lot of ways. Like the way I think about things, the way I do things, having other people in mind, which might sound weird because the job we do and we always think about other people, but when it's my personal time, it's my personal time. But now, like, even in my personal time, I think about, like, him, what I can do for him, like, is he okay, like, how can I make him smile, you know, small stuff, you know, and you don't just do that with everybody, you know, that's just something that's, when you really care for somebody, you're like, all right, this is different, you know. And to put in more than, to be honest, a year with anybody is wild, you know, because now you invested. In that year, I know damn near everything about you I need to know. If I don't know it, you just real good at hiding it because I can uncover some shit, you know what I mean? But, you know, when you really find that person, and like I said, you don't know what the future is, but that don't mean you can't plan and continue to grow that relationship as if the future is y'all getting married, you know, because like I said, that's my goal, is marriage, because fun is fun. It is. It's a good time. But it's never satisfying. That's why you got to keep on having fun, hooking up, doing whatever. You know, eventually you get to a point where you say, all right, bro, this is getting old. Like, people corny now. It is just tiring. You got to keep just looking for hookups. Like, bro, I'm tired. Like, I'm trying to build a career. You know, bro, for real. I'm going to sleep. Last night I went to sleep at 9:30. I'm thinking, bro, I'm getting old now. Yeah, we still young.
Go outside no more.
Now, for real, don't. I'd rather just come over to one of y'all house and drink. You know what I mean? Hit the blunt, whatever. But it is like, but some of the funnest times I have with John too is just sitting in the house, watching TV. We eat an edible and we just in the zone. He was here this past weekend. We had an edible, fell asleep at 7. Woke up at midnight and said, yeah, let's just go back to sleep. I was like, but you know what? It was a great weekend. Ain't complaining about nothing. I woke up and felt bad. I was like, did you have a good time? Because I like, you know what I mean? I just want to make sure he good. He's like, he said, I had so much fun. I was like, all right, I'm good. Like, we good, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Jack, let's tell us your story.
How me and Rachel
with
met?
Queen Rachel.
Yeah, so...
Shout out to Rachel.
Me and Rachel.
You stole her.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, my bad. I ain't want to. You know what I mean? But let him tell his story.
We've known each other probably about 5-6 years almost now. So I met her my first year in school at UMD. She was dating someone else I knew, and we were all like good friends. And me and her were really good friends for like 3 full years, something like that. And then eventually her other relationship didn't work out, and we stayed good friends through that, and it kind of just started kind of progressing from there until we were in our relationship, which has been going on a little over 2 years now, which has been really good, a lot of fun. For those first few years when we knew each other, I never would have guessed that we would end up in a relationship together. Like, I always knew, like, I really liked Rachel and I thought she was super cool and we made great friends, but I never really looked past that. But now that, like, that's happened, I'm pretty psyched about it. I've been having a good time with it. Definitely. And then with Rachel, so, yeah.
What was that moment where you said, yeah, that's her? You know what I mean?
Probably a couple of years ago, and she, I think, would give you the same answer, where when we were still friends, we kind of like just went on a day up the shore, and she's told me since then that she kind of felt like this was our like audition at a date, and we like hit it off, obviously, because we'd been great friends for so long. So like being together was really natural. But that extra relationship stuff came natural too, and it didn't feel like that would, because we've been just friends for so long. And so ever since that point, it's kind of been off and running. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We didn't even say nothing like this. You know what I mean? The audition went well. You know? Audrey, where you at with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I met my girlfriend here.
At work.
On a random,
at the center.
Which was crazy.
Just on a random ass day. We talk about this story all the time. Like, we always like go back to this day where like just like little details, you know. And I remember I had just came back from the cities, just looking bummy. I wasn't even trying to come in. I literally told her, I was supposed to be in that day. Like, I came in late as hell. Like, I wasn't supposed to be here that late. So I was like, should I even still go in? Still went, whatever. Was in the kitchen with Talia and Todd, making whatever. I don't remember what we were making, but she came in to use the bathroom. And we just, eyes locked. It was like a movie. Like, just look at each other. And, like, whole time I'm like, do I know her? And she felt the same thing now that we be talking about. Like, do I know her? Like, just kept, like, just look at each other. And she was asking to use the bathroom, and Steven let her in. But the whole time, so she's walking through like the program room, but the whole time she's walking, she's looking at me the whole time. Steven talking to her, she's not even paying attention. and Talia, I think like Talia noticed. So I was like, come over for me real quick. I'm gonna go outside. So I go outside where the kids are at the park, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna come outside. I'm like nervous. I'm like, I don't know why I feel like this, because I'm never the one. I feel like I was going through a time where I was like, I just need to like just start saying fuck it, because I kept going on like Tinder and Bumble and fucking Hinge and just not meeting the greatest people, and like I was just meeting fake gays. Like, I'm a lesbian. Like, y'all want to mess with me, and I'm not about that. Like, I'm really gay, and y'all just want to experiment. Like, no, I know I'm a lesbian, and I'm set in that. I don't know what you're on, but please get away from me. But so I was like, I just need to get off dating sites. Like, it just wasn't for me. I realized I wasn't for the streets. I was like, I want to get married. Like, I know I'm still young.
I want more than $40.
No, for real. Like, I know I want to get married. So I'm like, what am I doing? Like, girl, shut up.
Like, keep going, queen.
Like, but anyway, I was like, okay, maybe I need to meet my person like organically, just like just like a little meet cute, whatever. And it did happen that way, and it was just super cool how we met. So I went outside. I'm talking to the kids. They bother me about some stuff. I don't know. They talking to me, but I'm distracted. I'm like, where's she at? She comes outside. Whole time she was waiting inside for me to come back. And I was like, I don't even know why I went outside. I just wanted to get away from people. I was nervous. I don't know.
Starstruck.
Literally, I was like, So she comes outside. She was working for a taxi service at the time, and she was walking back to the taxi. And I'm like, I need to say something, because I'm at the park. She walking down. And I'm like, I need to say something. So I was like, ew. I was like, she said that.
Early. Bad girl. Get over here.
She stopped and turned around, and we like yelling at each other. I'm like, what's your name? She keep telling me I'm not hearing her. And so I run over there. I'm like, I don't know why we yelling. I'm gonna come to you. And we are like face to face, and we're just looking at each other like
about to kiss right there.
I literally like lost all my words. I was like, damn, I thought I had game. No, I don't. I was like, shit.
Work on it.
She looking at me, I'm looking at her. I'm like, yeah, so hi. And I introduced myself. And she was trying to get my social. She's trying to get add me on Facebook, and I was like, I don't use Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought you meant social now, but I
no.
And you was like, I need you on my tax.
No.
He said 138.
That's crazy. Oh my god!
I was confused for a
Wait,
minute.
I said she got
no. Red flag. She didn't have her phone on her, so I was like, okay, let me get your number. She gave me her number, and that was that. And we were just talking, like we talked like all throughout that night. The next day, we had made plans, and I was just like, I wasn't even looking for a relationship. I really wasn't. I was just trying to like get myself out there, try to meet people, whatever. Like I was also going through like this mental battle of me being in Duluth because I wasn't planning on staying here. Mm-hmm. I was still trying to get out, so I was like, if I meet somebody here and I actually like them, am I gonna stay here? Like I was kind of just like, but now that I know that I'm gonna be here for a little bit and I'm come to terms with that, like I'm cool with whatever. Anyway, but at first it was super cool. We connected really well. And I always tell her, like, I was not expecting any of that. Like, she's just very, very genuine. And in the early stages of our relationship, like, I was definitely self-sabotaging. I was trying to push her away and just, like, not really trying to let her, let myself open up to her just because I was scared of how hard I was falling for somebody I just met. I was like, whoa. I'm becoming the stereotype lesbian moving too fast. Like I was like, damn, but I don't regret anything. We coming up on a year. We about 9 months now, which is crazy. I feel like we've already gone through so much. And she just, cause the people that I used to date in the past, like I was self-sabotage, and they would like let me self-sabotage, and she like wouldn't let me push her away. Like she was like, I'm here to get to know you, like I really like you. And she just took her time with me. She was very, very patient with me and just wanted to get to know me. And that's kind of what I was looking for. I was looking for somebody who would like prove why I should give him a chance. And I did, and it took a minute. And she's just amazing. She's very genuine. She makes me laugh. Like we always have a good time together. She's really my heart. Like I'm really grateful for her. And yeah, I do, like, I be planning my future with her too. And we making plans right now. We're making moves. Like, things are happening. And even now, like, saying, like, we've been dating for, like, only 8-9 months. Like, it feels like it's so crazy. It hasn't been a year yet. Because we went to New York together. Just crazy shit. Like, for my birthday, like, I felt like I was moving real fast. But at the same time, my heart was so much in it. And I still don't regret it. Like, I really love her. It's been a great time so far.
And you brought up, like, an interesting point of, like we all talk about, sometimes we push people away. And maybe we do it because we want to see, like, how committed are you? You know, how much do you really want to be in this? How because there's some people you push away and they just stay away.
Exactly.
They just be gone.
Exactly.
Like, I see, like, there's some people say, oh, yeah, they text me and I didn't text back, just to see if they would text me back. And it was like, I used to get mad at that, but it's an interesting thing, of like, if you don't text somebody, that you with in the morning, and they never message you back, it's like, all right, am I the one putting in this work?
Right.
You know, am I the only one, you know, that's going 100% and they only going 50, or do they only want to be around you when they want something or need something? You know, but when you really got somebody that's putting in as much as you are, and then on the days where you feel like you ain't got the capacity to put in that much, but they still going 100 and they gonna fill in whatever gap that mentally you feel you ain't got, like, that's a keeper. You know, marriage, because I feel like we all at a point where, like you said, we've thought about it. You know, you engaged, so you're the closest. Like, does anything make you nervous about marriage?
Not really. The only thing I really just be like, dang, walking down the aisle and shit.
Really?
But I'm ready. Like, you know, if I could just, to be honest, I'm back and forth with a wedding. Like, 1 minute I want a wedding, the next minute I don't. I just want to marry him. Because, like, at this point, I feel like I have my mindset I don't want a big wedding because everybody don't deserve to be a part of your happiness, because everybody is not genuinely happy for you. So that, with that being said, it's like I want to do something small, you know what I'm saying, and then have a big reception. But I'm not nervous. I'm ready. You know, it's been time.
Yeah. How about you?
I definitely, I knew, like, since I was a kid, I was like, I feel like I'm going to get married by the time I'm 25. I don't know if it's still going to happen by the time I'm 25, but I know, like, in the next, like, 3-4 years, I'll probably be married. I'll definitely be married because I want to have kids and stuff. And I just want to, there's just so much. I feel like 23, like, being 23, a lot happens around this time. And I feel like I'm really thinking about, like, my career, like, me having a family, me getting married, all that other stuff. Like, just things are changing. Like, I've moved out of my parents' house, really being independent and stuff. But it definitely does scare me sometimes, just because, like, looking at my parents' marriage and all the advice that my mom has given me and stuff, I don't ever want to have, like, a marriage like theirs specifically. Like, I want to make sure that when I do get married and I do have kids, I want my kids to come into a home where it's just all love and there's not, you know, any stipulations, or that it's not conditional love, because I grew up with a lot of conditional love, and I don't want that at all. But I feel like that's the one thing that really makes me nervous, just because of how marriage has been perceived to me growing up, and honestly just breaking that generational curse kind of thing, like just trying to break that and not become like my parents. And I don't think I will, but, you know, we all see our parents in us sometimes, even though it's hard to realize that it's your parents, it's how you grew up, it's your environment, you know, you're always going to pinpoint something. But I'm really excited with my relationship and where it's going, and I know I want to get married. I definitely do. But of course it's scary. Like, it's a whole commitment. It's like one person for the rest of my life. I'm monogamous, so I know it's one person for the rest of my life, and that's scary to think about. But if I love this person, I'm all in with this person, I see a future with them, and I see their potential, and I see our potential, like, it makes me real excited, more than, like, scared. You know.
Go ahead.
You know, I was gonna say monogamy is a scary thing. I ain't gonna hold you, because when you marry, you locked. Like, you know what I mean? You locked in. I don't ever want to think about divorce. Like, because for me, I'm not getting a divorce. Not on no, like, crazy shit. Like, oh, if you divorce me, I'm like, nah. But on some, like, if I got this far to the point where I want to marry you, I can promise you I'm going to do everything to make sure we don't get a divorce. You know what I mean? But it is the thought of, and it's a human nature thought of, like,
forever?
Yeah, forever. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? It's only us now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Which, you know what I mean? We can get into other conversations.
We talked about it. That used to scare me, but not really anymore, because it's not hard to be
No, it's not. It's really not.
It's not hard
And you
to
already
just-
been this long with
Yeah.
your
Right,
partner, so
exactly.
what, you know what I'm saying? Like clearly, this is what you want. Like you
Right.
know what you want.
I've been faithful for 2 years. Which
I've been
is-
faithful for a
Like,
long time.
And for real, if you can do it that long, it's like, all right, it's a mindset. And who knows? One day you might open it up, you know, do some little wild, you know what I mean, here and there. But it is what like divorce. That's just the because in the hood, like people don't really get married, and if you do get married, them shits don't really last.
And that's what I was gonna say too. Like that's one thing, and that's why I've been engaged so long because I need to know that this is what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how long it take us. You know, because it be people that get engaged and get married quick as shit, and that shit don't last. Like that's not. You know what I'm saying? So people be like, "Damn, you been engaged? Sure did, and will, and how long it takes because I'm not finna get married to somebody and then go through a divorce. Like,
especially with kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's a whole nother thing to think about.
Exactly. So that's why I need to know that this is really what you want to do, and you know what I'm saying? Because I know what I want, but you know, you got time to see if this is what you want. Because I'm not forcing you, but hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
How about you, Jay? Anything makes you nervous about marriage or?
Nothing too nervous about marriage, but I just want to make sure that I've experienced all that I need to with a person before I decide that I'm gonna go and get married. Because
Damn.
I would.
She thinks she a jaguar.
I don't want to like add to, I guess, like the super high statistic of divorces. So if I do marry someone, which I think I will marry Rachel, just make sure I have zero doubts.
Yeah.
because ain't nobody finna take nothing from me either.
It's not for real.
Like,
And
no.
no, I appreciate the like experience everything part because it is some people, especially if you go back to religion. Nah, get down, please. Like I went to this Christian institute called Word of Life, and there's a lot of people there that get married young. Like, cause they think, oh, God called me to you. He told me to. And when you in that bubble, bro, it's crazy. It's when you in that bubble, people don't really want to dispute that.
Hold up. Could y'all imagine, like, marrying your high school, like, who you was with, and you thought that was the... Like, you thought that was who you thought, you know what I mean? Could y'all imagine marrying that person?
Yeah, nah. And
I
it's
feel like that's what that is.
Yeah, it is. It's like they having it. And don't get me wrong, for some people work out. I think that's dead now. Like back in the day, like I got friends who are old now, and they said their only goal out of high school was to get married. I'm thinking, bro, that's crazy.
Right.
That's all you thought about?
Right.
Nothing else? Like you've been with this, like that's you haven't experienced nothing in life.
Life goes on. After that.
And exactly. But like for some people in religion, you know, they just if they think this is who God called them to, you know, and a lot of times they'd be speaking for God and God ain't saying nothing to them. You know what I mean? At all. He don't even know who y'all is at this point. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like stop playing with that man like that. But they get to that point, and they marry each other and then they realize this is not who I want. But in religion, you can't get divorced. You know what I mean? Like that's looked down upon in religion, you know? And if you do, you ain't really supposed to remarry and things. I mean, there's some strict stuff out there when it comes to, you know, and that's why, and, you know, like you were saying, I want to make sure I've experienced, too, everything I need to. And I think I have. I'm 32. I ain't old, but I feel like I've done damn near everything, you know. And where I'm at now, I'm very comfortable and content with knowing, like, this is what I'm about to do life with. Because we've talked about everything too. Communication is big.
Yes.
Like, and we talk about everything from, you know, what, you know, it's going to look like living together, to finances, to the kids, to, you know, bedroom stuff. We talk about it all, you know. And when you're comfortable enough, because I see too many relationships where they're afraid to bring things to their partners. And I'm like, for what? You done been with this person for 20 years and you still scared to talk about this? For what? You know, and I get some people do get jealous, but whatever, like, you should be, if you say you my best friend and want to spend life with me, I should not have to hesitate to bring anything to you. You know what I mean? At all. So that's Steven. Just in the door. Anyway, but no, I appreciate the conversation. I really do.
I wish we had more time.
Yeah, I wish we had more time too. We can dive in. You know, this is part one.
Right.
This is part one of the
Big
conversation.
Steve.
Big Steve.
Not the
Big
little one.
Steve.
Big step.
Stepped up.
Stepped up.
Steve always interrupting our podcast every time. Inshallah.
He finna have to come on here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For real.
Steve get on this. Hey. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming down, having a conversation, talking with us. I think it was good. It was good. Like I said, we can circle back with part 2. You know, we gonna talk about monogamy. You know what I mean, and everything else. But this is us.
You know what I mean?
Thanks
Till
again.
then.
We'll see you. Boom. All right.